But dang, Kratos seems so old, bro. Pale as fuck. Like, like old person pale. Still strong, though. This nigga's over here carrying a fucking chunk of tree just like it's nothing. And then she's gonna just push that shit on out there.
That is enough.
Not gonna lie, he talks like a father that had been through like war and shit. Yeah. Like on some serious wars. Not the strategic kind, but straight up we all just gonna go out there and fucking fight and probably die
Everything is
type war. You know what I'm saying? It is Loki. Yes, we already been through this conversation. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like we already had this conversation. Huh? No, like his name is Atreus, but his mother wanted to name him Loki. Like Atreus is the Greek name. Loki is I don't know what to call Viking culture, I guess. Whatever the fuck their mythology is. I'm not trying to diss it or nothing, but like I don't know much about it. I just know Thor and Loki, and that's just because of the Avengers. I'm like, yeah, everybody knows that. Yeah, but this not that world though. Yeah. No, I'm talking about God of War's world. Not really, cause Thor is the older brother, right? That just means that Kratos probably got her after she already had the first kid. Oh yeah, never mind. I just realized what I just said because I forgot about how the story goes. Thor is already here. You know what I'm saying? Thor is already. But then again, nah, not necessarily because they don't explain how old the mom is in this game. We just know she's dead. Like as soon as you come in the game, they introduce her as dead. Like she's already dead. We don't know how long she's been alive. I'm not talking about the actual. I'm not talking about Avengers. I'm talking about the God of War's world. Like how, because you said mythology wise, they were always seen as brothers. We don't know how old the mother is in God of War. Because when they introduce her, she's already dead. So that just means like, yeah, Thor could still be Loki's brother, or they're just taking a different route. Or it could still be that he gets adopted. Like after they kill Kratos, because apparently at the end of the game it shows scriptures on the wall and shit that, Kratos dies by someone or some shit. Yeah. I feel like Kratos would end up killing Thor. Not due to power, but just due to tenacity, bro. That dude is very relentless. No, like straight up, I don't even see Thor winning just simply because even if you kill Kratos, I feel like Kratos is just gonna come back, like from death, because he did it before. Yeah, so like if there's a version of the underworld in the was it North what's it called again? What religion is Thor part of? North? Yeah, okay, Norse mythology. Okay, yeah, you're right. Horse, Norse. Alright, Norse. So, if Norse mythology has their own underworld, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? Their own version of the underworld. I feel like even if Thor managed to kill Kratos the first time, Kratos will conquer the underworld of that world, come back, and straight up kill him. Because Kratos has tenacity. Like, out of all gods, I feel like Kratos has the most tenacity. Like, that dude is very determined. He will literally just come after them. Like, he is just got a one-track mind. Like, straight up, he didn't care about growing up, he didn't even care about the consequences of the gods of his own religion. He's just straight up killed them all. And then the world just came to an end. Like, he just straight up made it up the chain, killed Zeus, and then just went on by this day. Now that world's gone. I'm assuming that world's gone. I played God of War 3 and then just went over to this. So like you kill Zeus and then it's just like over here. So I'm just like, okay. So his world is gone. Which to me is just so like no matter how much time it's kind of like a syrup. You know, like time goes by a lot, but that same burning feeling of like revenge and all that stuff, it doesn't die. Kratos just keeps going with it. Like that's why I mess with Kratos. I really like Kratos, man. He has that tenacity and rage that doesn't die. So it's kind of like if you really want to pick a fight with Kratos, you really got to know what you're getting yourself into. Because he will really mess you up. He is like, his determination is just otherworldly.
You are hunting me, not chasing it.
I don't doubt that. We all know Odin's like strong. But then again, it's just like one thing you also notice, like most of these stories are all the same. No, they're just told differently.
We broke our bridge. How are we gonna get across?
How does a deer break the bridge, man? No, like literally, that's just a very weird way of how it breaks the bridge. Like that deer broke this bridge right here. And just like I don't know if y'all ever played the game, but like this bridge, like this chunk right here, there's a huge chunk, and if you've seen the deer, it's just like I can understand how the deer got across the bridge, but I can't understand how the deer got this chunk to come right here. That's something else. There we go.
Hold. What are you doing? Now his guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better. Find it.
What I find funny about Kratos in the new game is like he's trying so much not to treat his son like a soldier. No, it's way different. It is way different because Kratos grew up different, bro. Dude was trained to be a soldier since day one, and he's trying so hard not to make his son come out to be that way.
No! You are not ready! Step back!
Oh, why didn't it say so?
Never
I thought I was gonna die for a second. I thought I was gonna die for a second. Woo! Alright, so what was I saying again? Something about something. Oh yeah. Like he's trying hard not to make his son out like him. See it because like yeah he yells at him, but then it's like he tries to calm down. Like, can you just imagine being a ball of rage? Because you know you used to use that rage for war and shit, but now it's just like there's no need for it. I mean, like, I don't know much about that because he seems pretty chill. It seems more like he's just trying to, like,
Can you hit it from here?
he's just trying to raise his son in peace, but then it's like they sense that it's a Norse mythology creature and a Greek mythology creature got together and had a child. You know what I'm saying?
I went hunting with Mother.
So now it's like, I don't know if Norse consider that to be an abomination or it's like I don't get it. Like, I understand how the story goes, and the story seems pretty dope to me because it's like more. It actually has a plot. It's not just, well, they did me wrong, so now I'm gonna just kill everybody. It's not simple. It's complex. For March Madness. What kind of racing game? I just find that shit funny. I didn't even read this whole instruction. I need to explore more. I feel like I can get more shit. Bro, what is up with your mic, bro? Why is it all up on your mic, bro? What's going on with your mic, my G? Yeah, it is one for me. That shit wild. Hey, you getting off for the night? Alright, bro. I don't even know if I was doing that. Yeah, you sound a lot better, bro. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna... Alright, so this is gonna be the game I'm gonna start chilling with for the next couple of days. I'm gonna beat this game next. What? Bro, your mic messed up again, bro, because you sound like gibberish. Yeah.
Boy, over here.
Oh, look. It's Skull and Otto. What's happening there now? They eat the sun and moon, and then
Bro, I
everybody
do not
fights?
understand you at all. Bro, I feel like you're playing with the mic at this point.
No, I'm really not. I'm really not playing with the mic.
Whew. Okay, let's do this. So, so that's like that, then that means I have to go over there. I have to probably do the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Nah, I'm trying to figure out how to like
Follow me, Atreus.
freeze that in place. Hit the circle. Pretty sure so that's not gonna work. I really do not know how I'm gonna get that open. I just know I got it open before. I cannot remember. Gaps. With the gaps. Boy, I wish I could guess. I don't see nothing. I don't remember how I got in there the last time. Alright, then. Let's tell you what story.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yep, like a Verizon commercial.
A commercial?
I said like a Verizon commercial.
Oh, man.
I still feel like old dude betrayed the Verizon though.
Relax. Do not think of it as enemy. It is simply a target. Breathe soft. Steady yourself. Exhale and release.
I got it.
Good.
Fuck that bitch. I wanted a headshot man, but I don't think it would have let me. Probably would have scared it off.
We get a bubble, Kratos?
It's still alive.
Nah, his son shoots arrows, and then when he gets like older, he gets like knives. Not further in the story, he gets knives. At least that's what I remember seeing from like someone else's excuse me, from someone else's
No.
play
Finish what you
thing.
started.
What I find funny is like this is literally on some real ish. You can literally, it's actually possible for you to watch someone else take someone else's life. But like if you had to do it, you probably wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I feel like you still got that mentality. Like, yo, it's not me doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so because it's not me, it has nothing to do with me in a way. I don't know if that's the right mentality or if that's what folks really be thinking. But it's like I feel like that's pretty much what goes on. It's like, yo, it's not me. I didn't kill him, so it doesn't have to weigh on my conscience. That's not. That's not. Why that little boy had to go and stab the giant, man? Why he had to go and stab the giant? Like, straight up, we were having a bonding moment and everything on some father and son stuff. Giant took the deer. Hey, we could have just lived a happily life. Giant could have just taken the deer, gone by this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can always find something else. But no, he wanted to go and stab the giant's hand. He unprovoked the giant. Now I gotta be a father. Well, now I gotta be a father. I ain't trying to be a father. I'm trying to be a father, but I ain't trying to be a father. I'm over here teaching. Look. I kind of got to because now I got to play father. See, if we were just playing father, that just means I'm just teaching him the ways of life and stuff, right? But nah, he don't got himself in a life-threatening situation. So now I got to play father. And the thing is, I might have to kill this dude for messing with my son. So I got to be father. You hear that? You know how many fathers are in that? It is that serious. It is that serious. I should have just let him take his ass.
Yeah.
Look, I ain't even got no wife, but hey, Kratos is still young enough to go find another chick. Like, bro, in all the Kratos games, you know how many women he don't fuck? I'm not even sure that Atreus is his only son, because I know for sure they ain't got protection back in the day. I know for sure what they were using, like what? Sheepskin for a condom? That don't exist. A condom don't exist. You go back in that time and tell them, hey, you gotta make sure you use protection before you fuck this. They gonna be like, what the fuck is protection?
Oh man. You're risking it, bro.
Usually, they didn't even have HIV back then. Or they probably did, but you know.
No, probably not.
No, think about it. It's not like their science was like up to date like ours on like different types. I don't even think they knew what a virus was during that time. They just know what a plague is. Yeah, basically like you just die. You just die.
Once you get sick, you know it's over. You're over.
Yeah. Nobody knows why. They just giving you random ass shit to try and help you feel better. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. Shoot, it could be a common cold. It could be HIV. Shit, they probably could have had AIDS too. We don't know. But the thing is, a lot of folks were dying left and right. So truthfully, it was probably hard for HIV to even spread because folks were dying left and right.
Yeah, that's why we gotta get lucky. So we had this period of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody be living. Shoot, you can have HIV and still hit 80. Shit. Yo, you hear about that new medicine they got too? It's like it helps control HIV to like a person can actually have sex with you, knowing you have HIV, bruh, and you won't catch it. But you have to take the pill right before you have sex.
I heard some little girl, we found out she had it, but the thing is, y'all didn't have sex yet, so she was like, here, I got medicine. I told you before you had it, so you still, let her get, you still did.
It depends on how efficient that medicine is because that medicine just dropped. So even if they say you can have sex with a person that have HIV and shit, and it won't spread, I won't actually know taking that shit because a medicine like that, you know, it has to have some weird ass side effects. Like you can't hear out of the left ear for like a few days or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You can only see in red.
Oh, man.
Dude, you just doing your own shit. You just like, damn, that bagel look red, bro. I can't even tell that shit look tasty or not. It just look red. So you can't tell if nothing looks right. You can't even tell if it's good because, bro, can you imagine trying to drive? It's like, dang, that green light look red, boy. Shoot, that yellow light look red too. But no, straight up. But no, do you not know what that means, bro?
No, I don't.
But if they created a pill that can control whether a person catches HIV or not off of a percentage, then that literally means they're just a step closer to actually curing HIV. And then after they cure HIV, you know the next thing they gotta cure? AIDS.
They're almost, they're the next stage. They're close.
Yeah. No, like HIV and AIDS are the same thing. I think just one is more extreme than the other. One is more dangerous than the other. It's like you get HIV first, and then HIV can turn into AIDS. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, bruh.
Honestly, you see you got AIDS, you're not probably living that long, honestly. Maybe like 20, 30 years.
Shit, if it was the 90s, it probably wouldn't be living that long. But now it's like, hey, man. Shit, you don't know how long they might live. They might die at 20, they might die at 80. And truthfully, that's no different than the average person. Shit. Based off of life decisions. Some folks die at 20 already. They don't even have HIVs. They just made bad life decisions. They ain't got no medicine for stupidity.
Yeah. Imagine like you want to
Nah, inform me on that.
it's pretty much like the dude took this drug, he was looking at like getting from his job or something like that. Like I guess like people he took the drug from killed or something. So as soon as he took it to like the guy or something.
We're gonna fight that?
We have no choice.
I always wondered about that. Like, why they say 100% of your brain, right? Or 110% of your brain. Like, I always thought 100% was a max. Because 100% means, like, yo, you're using all you got. So what is 110%? I mean, like, truly, they haven't even proven that. No, they still haven't. I don't think they have proved that. Cause that's been an ongoing debate. Are you using a certain percentage of your brain? Are you using all of your brain? That debate is still ongoing, bro. Like, you know, like if you Google that shit, you will see so many different shit from different years, bro. They're constantly updating that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, just tell me what it is. I'm ready.
Get control of yourself, boy.
Woo! That boy jumped right into that shit. He done cracked his neck, bro.
Boy,
Bro, I'm live and streaming on YouTube.
look at me. Look at me, boy. Boy, look at me.
Boy, look at me, boy. Never once called his son by his name.
Are you serious?
Bro, you know how,
Found the deer.
bro, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of achievement if you can fucking call your son boy most of his life without it being considered child abuse, and he come out alright.
I haven't been sick.
Bro, that's an achievement.
I can do this.
Look, you call him his name long enough to know what his name is, and then you just go straight to boy. Come here, boy. And you do it so that way it's like, it's not like, bruh, your son has to literally come out alright, bruh. Mentally alright. Because, truthfully, I'm not gonna lie, some of these folks are just like mentally soft, bruh. It's like, bruh, if you think about it mentally wise, bro, we're softer than our parents mental wise, right? And then so forth and so on. The next generation probably softer than the last. So it's like, oh yeah, that's another thing. Because it's like each generation is kind of like just more slightly weaker than the last. I always wondered when folks always try and compare other folks who are literally from like different times. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they probably played each other or did some shit with each other, but
Why do you want to compare so much? That's what we see combined. Compare too much. It's still more harm than good. It's sad and real.
leads right back to the road home. I didn't even figure out how to get into that one thing. It'll probably cost me later.
Still can't get the doors open, huh?
Quiet.
Bro, I'm still trying to figure out what is all this even does at this point. Ooh, okay. Okay. Death light. One. Boom, boom, Papa Dukes, Papa Dukes, over here, Papa Dukes, Papa Dukes. Yeah. Woo. All up in the guts, boy. Like a side chick. I'm over here trying to like fucking just kill. So I just went up against this little frozen gnome looking thing.
Yeah.
My axe wasn't working. What got me kind of weirded out was the fact that like I know it's an ice thing, and the axe kind of like does nothing but like ice attacks and stuff. But I'm just like, if you take the ice powers away, it's still an axe. Like it's still sharp and pointy. It still has to inflict some sort of damage.
Yeah.
but it doesn't. It just bounced off his ass. I'm just like, wow.
No, like you can use it to fight.
No. I was fighting an ice monster, and
You do it.
yeah, I threw it, and I tried to hit him with it. It just bounces off of him. I'm just like, bro, it's still a sharp object.
Wow.
Now it's time to return to the house. This is where I'm about to end up fighting old dude.
Good luck, Kurt. This came on Game of the
So
Year.
close to the house. What was that from?
Oh,
I do not know.
God of War.
Silent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it. Bro, what surprised me was the fact who was the voice actor for him.
Yo, low key, he looked like him.
Bruh, his voice was so deep, bruh. Truthfully, I wasn't surprised what came out to be. I was just surprised that the fact he looked like he himself, if they did a live action, this dude literally probably could play Kratos as is. It's like, oh, why is Kratos black? Just like, what are you talking about? He's always been black. Or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's always had long hair and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, you sure? And you go back look at the video game and it's just like he bald, but then you look at him and as soon as he speak, come here, boy. You're just like, it's Kratos. It's like, see, it's Kratos. like, bro, this dude, I don't know, man. Bro, if I had to imagine Kratos as a black character, I can imagine him bald, but I can also imagine him with like dreads. Yeah, bro, not straight up. Like, look at his character. Like, yeah. All right. So look. No, look at his beard, bro. If you look at his beard kind of shows what his hair would kind of be like, bro. His hair is like somewhat straight, but it look like it can get nappy. You know what I'm saying? No, like straight. Look at this shit, bro. It can, nah, he would just look like an albino lion. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga, bro. Even with dreads, my God. Even with dreads, Kratos still look like he would literally mess somebody up. No, like he wouldn't even look intimidating. Like truthfully, as he is right now, as original Kratos as he is right now, even with dreads, truthfully, I'm not gonna lie. From my perspective, he looked like he could pull it off. He can have dreads, cornrows. No, like straight up, he looked like he can just have that stuff. As he is right now, not even being a black character, just as Kratos is right now, I can literally see him with dreads and cornrows.
You know what? Yeah, he did give off that Lobo vibe. You know Lobo is, right?
We talking about from DC? DC? Nah, he don't look like Lobo. No, he don't. No, he don't, bruh. Bruh,